everybody, it's Pendragon, and today's video is brought to you by W Energy. So I'm gonna keep things short and sweet. W Energy is a clean energy drink that has no sugar, no calories, and comes in a variety of delicious flavors, including Galaxy Grenade and Dragonade. Not only does it give you no jitters and no crash, but it's chock full of vitamins and amino acids, which are great for you. Use promo code Pendragon for 10% off of your order, and give it a shot today. And now, on to the video. Hey everybody, it's Pendragon, and welcome back to more Runescape Hardcore Ironman. Last time Runescape Hardcore Ironman, we did our first quest, which was the cook's assistant, and I said I was going to be doing some grinding. Well, I came back, and I forgot how much grinding I actually did previously, but I logged on and decided to go through my skills, and I was like, oh, okay, you know, I probably didn't do that many. I see there's a few 1s and 3s. Then I was like, oh, wait, yeah, I brought everything up to 20, except for, like, mining and smithing and some of the other, like, single-digit skills, of course. But I was just trying to level up just a little bit, and I noticed this is where the combat level is now. And I'm already level 26. And I'm pretty sure the quest that I'm about to do, which is the Blood Pact, I'm pretty sure this one's meant to be for like level 3 to 5s. So that's going to be a fun time, and should be pretty easy to do, since you actually get some nice weapons and such. While I was doing ranging, while I used that charge bow, I actually got a message that said I should no longer be using that because I won't gain something additional, but it still does 91 damage. So I'll probably use it until I start using maybe a crossbow with the bolts, or, you know, a short bow or something with arrows. But we already do have bronze arrows, so we can actually use those technically with the higher end weapons, but we want to make iron stuff, which is why I got our smithing up to 10. Anyways, enough explaining about that. I was also in the middle of selling these plate bodies and such, but I wanted to go over some of the loot in the bank before I forgot. So we got some nice gems here, including an opal that we were able to cut successfully. Otherwise you get crushed gems and they're pretty much useless. While I was away, the reason why I have 30 mining is because I stumbled upon a shooting star, which is a distraction diversion you can do every day for 200 stardust that you get from mining it, and you get experience, and you can also get these stone spirits, which basically grant you additional ore. So it's just a fun little thing. We also got a whole bunch of grapes, of course the 3 goblin mail. We got some different colored charms and such, which is for like our higher end summoning. So we're doing pretty good right now on all of our materials. We've even got some herbs there extra, and some runes and such. The astral runes and the cosmic runes are also what I got from the star, so it was a nice little gift there. So anyways, let's go ahead and move on to something fun. So we're going to actually be doing the Blood Pact today. So let's set it active. We have to talk to Xenia in the graveyard of Lumbridge Church. So let's go ahead and do that. So she's right on over here. Really easy to find. Also, I don't need this to be on that bar. I'm pretty sure I'm using the wrong combat bar anyways on here. Let's see. Action bar. This might take me a minute. And we're back. Yeah, sorry about that. I keep messing with my action bars for some reason, so I just had to fix that. Otherwise, that was going to bug me for a while. But let's go ahead and talk to Xenia and see what she has to say. So, I'm glad you come by. I need some help. What help do you need? Some cultists of Zamorak have gone into the catacombs with a prisoner. I don't know what they're planning, but I'm pretty sure it's not a tea party. Well, I sure hope it's not, because that'd be a really weird place for a tea party anyways. There are 3 of them, and I'm not as young as the last time I was here. I don't want to go down there without backup. Let's see, I need to know more. Who are you? How did you know who I am? Let's find out who she is first. My name's Xenia. I'm an adventurer. I'm one of the old guard, I suppose. I helped found the Champions Guild. and I've done a fair few quests in my time. Now I'm starting to get a bit old for action, which is why I need your help. How did you know who I am? Oh, I have my ways. I get the feeling you're one to watch. You could be quite the hero someday. Alright then, good to know. Let's just go with what help do you need? So, they already talked about the Zamorak and such. So let's just go ahead and say I'll help you. And accept the quest. I knew you would. We've got no time to lose. You head down the stairs and I'll follow. Alright, so this is actually going to teach us more about quests. So the blue border quests, or the blue border marks where the quest takes place, and will help guide you through certain quests. And of course you get these cool little cutscenes and such. So now we get to learn about Reese, Kaylee, and Ilona, and Caitlin it looks like. So, come on Kaylee, we don't have forever. Oh, wait, his name's probably Kale. Kale, Reese, and Caitlin. I was trying to think if there was like some sort of like mnemonic device to know it. No, I think that one's Kale. That's why I was having a brain fart there. Look, Reese, are you sure about this? There must be some other way we can... We made a blood pact, Kale. The three of us are in this all the way. Yes, but... Do we have to take this idiot? Yes, the blood pact. You read the book. Let me go, I didn't make any blood pact with... Shut up! Kale, you stay here. Guard the door. You, come on. Alright, and looks like there are gonna be some enemies in here. And Kale's gonna be our first one. But says, looks like there's a guard in the room ahead. I think we should be able to overpower him. Speak to me if you have any questions. Okay, well, I don't have any questions. This guy seemed easy enough. Oh, he's a ranger. Gosh. There goes my voice, of course. On cue with videos. What was she saying? It looks like I'm too old for this after all. You have to do the rest without me. I'll follow you, but I'll stay out of combat. Return to me if you're wounded. I have some food to share. The first cultist is using a ranged weapon, so you should attack him with your melee weapon. Oh, this basically just teaches you about all the different combat styles. But, let's ask if they're gonna be alright. So, don't worry about me. I've survived worse wounds than this. I'm gonna hang back from combat, but I'll be here to give you advice if you need it. I'm sure you can beat these cultists on your own. And then let's ask, what's a blood pact? So it's something Zamorakian cults do sometimes, a way of swearing loyalty to their leader. A blood pact doesn't have real magical power, but that kind of thing can have great power over a person if they believe strongly enough. Okay, and I guess I can handle this. So we unlock a new song of course, and now we're just going to try to avoid this guy's attacks, and this should be super easy to take him down with though, because as you can see he's weak to melee attacks. So that's right there is a swift and easy enemy. Are you going to kill me? I have some questions. Yes, I'll tell you anything. Who are you? My name's Kale. I'm a ranger. Well, I'd been practicing the charge bow. I guess I wasn't as good as I thought. Who are the others? Reese is the leader. All this, the blood pact, it was his idea. He doesn't know magic, but he's a strong fighter. Caitlin is a wizard. She was a student at the wizard's tower, but she left. She wanted to study dark magic. Okay, and what were you planning to do down here? I don't really know, honestly. Listen, Reese used to be an acolyte at the church here. He discovered something about these catacombs. I don't know what. Something about how they were built, I think. Caitlin was a student at the wizard's tower. She found something too, in the ruins of the old tower, from back when Zamorakian wizards used it. Caitlin and Reese put what they'd found together. They said they'd discover a ritual they could perform, something that could give them power over life and death. We made a blood pact, the three of us, so that we'd be in it together, whatever happened. Then we kidnapped Ilona. She was another apprentice from the Wizard's Tower, someone Caitlin had known there. Reese and Caitlin are going down there to perform the ritual. I don't know what it involves. Okay, so enough questions. And now we decide if we want to kill him. Let's just say, no, just give me your stuff and get out of here. Let's be nice to these guys. I don't think that cultist will be any more trouble. I'm glad you didn't have to kill him. I think the second cultist was using magic. You should use a ranged weapon to defeat magic users. Ask me if you need any help. Okay, and now we learn about Kale's charge bow, which actually does more damage than the previous bow that we had before. And we can actually wield it, and I believe you actually don't need arrows for it. So let's go ahead and enter here and take out the mage pretty quickly, of course, because at least early on, you know, they don't have high defenses, so you don't really have to switch your armor a lot. But it is good to get into a habit of doing it. So well done. You'll need to open the gates to reach the other gallery. There should be a winch nearby. Okay, let's go ahead and operate the winch. This just teaches us about, you know, if ways may seem blocked, you can just find different ways to unlock them. You know, classic dungeon mechanics. And I'm checking if there's anything special around here. That's why you'll see me occasionally, like, hovering my mouse over things. But let's talk to this person. What are you waiting for? Finish me. I have some questions. What? Who are you? I am the wizard Caitlin. Who are the others? Reese used to be an acolyte at Lumbridge Church. He and I came up with this whole idea. Kale's just some idiot Reese roped into helping us. I heard you let him go. It's more than he deserved. He's useless. And what were you planning to do down here? Idiot hero. You don't even know what this place is, do you? This is the tomb of Dragif Nern. Dragif Nern was a necromancer. He lived in Lumbridge decades ago. He kept his necromancy secret. Everyone thought he was just a wealthy nobleman and wizard. He paid for these catacombs to be built, but he's interred here in a special tomb. Reese was an acolyte here at the church. He learned that Dragif Nern was buried here. I was a student at the Wizard's Tower. In the library, I discovered a note left by Dragif Nern. The body of a necromancer contains powerful magic. We learned we could perform a ritual on his tomb to unlock the secrets of his work. We would have gained mastery over life and death. And now, enough questions. And now you can decide whether to be merciful or to murder, once again. And each of these characters, that's basically, you know, the quest showing you have these choices. Now, I'm just going to keep going the merciful route. I'm going to try to play like the good guy route for now, I suppose, throughout this game, for the best of my ability. So I'm not killing you, give me your stuff, get out of here. And the second cultist passed me on her way out. I don't think she'll be any more trouble. I'm glad she didn't have to kill her. So at least that makes Xenia happy. And then, of course, the last person's a swordsman, so use magic against them. And Caitlin's staff is actually a spellcasting aid. I believe you actually do not need runes for it, if I recall correctly. So it's a nice little fancy staff. And yeah, it counts as infinite air runes, which is awesome. The potion is ready. Where are the others? The whole group should be present. Let me go! Shut up! Oh, here we come in our bronze armor. Who are you? What are you doing here? I'm an adventurer. Don't worry, Ilona, I'm here to rescue you. I let both the others live. This doesn't have to end in violence. Or I'm your worst nightmare, Zamorakian scum. Now let's go. I let both the others live. This doesn't have to end in violence. They were weak. Zamorak will turn his face from them, but he will smile on me when I offer him your blood. Well, guess we have to fight him. So let's just go ahead and
utilize these great magic abilities, especially at level 20. So we can literally just chill here and just go ahead and finish him off eventually. I forgot magic actually is pretty badly affected by melee armor, which makes sense. You've beaten me, adventurer. Now strike the final blow. End the blood pact in this tomb. And now we can ask some questions to this guy. Ask your questions. So who are you? I am Reese, warrior of Zamorakian, leader of the blood pact. Who are the others? Faithful servants of Zamorak. He is the god of chaos and destruction. We bound ourselves to his service. And what were you planning to do down here? In Saradomin's dominance over Lumbridge, the tyrant god shall fall. With the blood pact and the power of the tomb of Dragith Nern, we could send an army of the dead to claim this town for Zamorak. And enough questions. Okay, and do I finish him? Nope, not killing him. No, there must be a death. The blood pact must be complete. And of course, he offs himself to make it complete. And now here we are at an awakened tomb that crumbled. Looked like it revealed a stairway. Help! Untie me so we can get out of here. Well, let me grab the sword first because that sounds pretty nice. Oh, definitely. That's going to be a good weapon for us to use. Oh, I almost forgot to untie her. I wasn't paying attention. Yes, we rescue her so we can actually return to the surface. Thank the gods we're out. I thought I was going to die down there. You saved my life, whoever you are. Thank you. Well, adventurer, it looks like you have prevailed. You should keep the cultists' weapons as a reward. I took the liberty of retrieving the weapon you missed. Oh, apparently I didn't grab his offhand sword. Well, that's actually pretty important. Is there anything you want to ask before you seek out new adventures? What should I do now? You weren't really wounded. What will happen in the catacombs now? Or I'm ready for my reward. Let's ask about the catacombs first. Reese managed to complete the ritual with his own death. He's opened the lower level of the catacombs, which is swarming with undead. Without a necromancer to control them, the creatures won't leave the tomb. I'll warn Father Eric not to let people go down there. You're an adventurer, though. If you want to, you can venture into the tomb and fight the creatures. Okay, and you weren't really wounded, were you? Very perceptive, adventurer. I was wounded, but not as badly as I looked. I took the opportunity to see how you would fare. You risked my life for the sake of a test. You risked that woman's life for the sake of a test. So how did I do? Let's play more the heroic role. You risked that woman's life. I was prepared to step in and rescue her if you failed. You are more than capable. I guess that's fair. The world needs heroes. I was a hero once, but I'm not getting any younger. I need to ensure the new generation has its own heroes. And that's fair. And so how did I do? Very well indeed. You're a hero. You're exactly the sort of person the world needs. I'm glad I met you. And back to my other questions. So what should I do now? The cultist ritual opened up the lower level of the catacombs, I can read, which is swarming with undead creatures. If you want to practice your combat skills, you could go down there. Alternatively, if you explore the world, I'm sure you'll find other quests you can do. Alright, well, I'm ready for my reward. Farewell, adventurer. And there we go. So we actually get the 100 to our combat skills, except for hit points. We get the main hand and offhand sword, a charge bow, requires no arrows, Caitlyn's staff requires no air runes, and access to the catacombs. So we are up to 3 quest points here. So let's go ahead and equip the offhand swords so that we have them both. And as you can see, the accuracy is actually higher on these swords, even though they do the same damage. So they are better than your bronze swords. And of course, Caitlyn's staff is going to be better than our beginner wand, and book. Well, technically not. It'll just be our first staff that's good. And then the charge bow, of course, is a better version of the other bow that we got from the goblins. So let's go ahead and use this combat XP lamp and gain everything there. And of course not get a level up because I've already leveled up quite a bit. And let's go ahead and I'm going to actually sell this bronze stuff really quick. And then do a quick banking trip. Oh yeah, we got some of these rare drops like the Spirit Emerald and Sapphire that's for summoning. You basically get the save charms by wearing them. And they each have like a different percentage. And then of course a shield bow, which is a shield and a bow at the same time. So it allows you to use certain defensive abilities. And then we also got a dodgy flyer, which is going to be our next quest. Which says Darren Lightfinger. Yeah. Darren Lightfinger, Chancellor of the Lumbridge Guild of Thieves. Request your presence at the first annual selection of appointees. If you have ever dreamed of making a name for yourself and making your fortune at the same time, now is the best opportunity you will ever have. The world-renowned Lumbridge Guild of Thieves is recruiting new members to be shown a new world of profit and daring do. Commissions, fame, and the adulation of your peers and of the opposite sex will be your fate as a successful applicant. And your life will never be the same. It says to apply at the Lumbridge Guild House. Wonder where that is. And then we will find out where that is next episode, because I want to actually store this stuff, go ahead and sell this stuff, and let's deposit some more stuff. And I'm actually going to show you guys if this works. Let's see. Okay, so I can just teleport to Port Sarum with it. Okay, perfect. So we haven't even been in this area yet, but now we can actually use the keys and deposit 10 keys to get 5 rolls on this little chest, which these are all the options you have as an Ironman. Apparently you cannot get the millions of coins that it is. I think it's 100 mil that's available for non-irons, but you get quite a few different possible resources. Like you can get a master clue and such, or you can get different dragon things, pirate hooks. There's actually quite a few items that are missing from here that are on my main, or maybe you unlock them as you go along. But anywho, I'm going to meet you guys back at Lumbridge once I show you where this lodestone is. So the lodestone is located right over here, I believe. A little further south. There it is, yeah. Right over here by the fishing shop. And this is basically like your little, like, your main port as a beginner. But anywho, I'll see you guys back in Lumbridge. And we're back. So now we're actually going to be looking at our quest. So I'm going to hide the ones we have done. And let's see, we have the Restless Ghost to do next. And let's see. Sheep Shearer is really easy. Imp Catcher, of course, we can do. And we also have these things that are our daily challenges, which basically I can select each one, find out what they are. So I gotta chop 4 logs, catch 6 crayfish, and mine 6 of these different gems from the Birthwort mine. That's actually a pretty fun one, because you can actually do crafting as well. But I think I'm actually going to end it here today for this episode. Let me just show you guys the skills really quick that we have leveled up. So of course we have level 10 smithing, so we can actually do a mini quest as well. We can start smelting iron stuff. That's probably what I'm going to get for us for next episode, just so that we actually have a bunch of stuff upgraded. But on the next episode I will probably show you guys a few more quests, and then get more into the nitty-gritty about maybe starting some more action-packed quests like Demon Slayer, which requires having to defeat a powerful demon and such, and will get us closer and closer to all these different difficult quests, like champion quests, such as there should be one about slaying a dragon. I forget where they show it. Oh yeah, I have it marked to hide the ones I cannot start. But yeah, there's one that involves slaying a dragon. For those of you who don't play RuneScape or have never heard of it, that one's going to be a cakewalk in RuneScape 3, but in old school that used to be one of the hardest quests. But anyways, I'm droning on about this, so next time on RuneScape Hardcore Ironman, for like the 50th time that I said, we're going to go ahead and do some more quests. So it's been Pendragon, and I'll see you guys next time.